Hello, Aquarius. How are you? I've got your forecast for September, and I can't wait to share it with you. But I got to share an announcement with you first. Many of you have asked if I was going to be teaching astrology because you'd like to study with me, and the answer is yes. I'm going to be offering astrology webinars starting September 18th. Now, let me just tell you. That is the foundation webinar. And in that series of webinars, series of video classes, interactive classes, I'm going to teach the person who knows nothing about astrology. It is the foundation, the fundamentals. I'll cover all 12 signs, their meanings, the symbols for them, because you've got to know those. I'll cover the planets, all 12 of them, the vertex, the anti-vertex, the nodes, and I will describe the planets as they rule the signs, and then I'm going to go into the houses of the zodiac, ending with charts within charts, and I'll show everybody how to read everyone in their life in their own birth chart. That will cover 3 webinars. If you already know that information, you don't need to redo it. The next series of webinars will be chart interpretation, and the last one, forecasting. And these will all be done online. And I really look forward to sharing this information with you. If you'd like to be an astrologer, I will help you. I will teach you whatever you need to know. So just go to my website, MaxineTaylor.com. And if you want that first series, the fundamentals, the foundation, go ahead to my website, sign up. And oh, by the way, I'm going to be using your own chart and the chart of a loved one, one of your loved ones. I will send those to you, and that's going to be part of your textbook. It's going to be a very different kind of webinar. I think you'll love it. All right, let's talk about your forecast, shall we? Well, you don't have to be an astrologer to see that all this area up here is activated. First of all, we've got the Sun, Mars, Venus, and Mercury in the 8th house of the psychic plane, of secrets, of transformation, and mundanely other people's money. Now, when planets go through that 8th house, they undergo a transformation. So Venus, the planet of love, the pink planet, is in that 8th house until the 13th when it enters the 9th. And so your whole love nature has been changing, undergoing a transformation. You may be re-examining your belief systems about love. And you may be helping other people to create money for themselves and get their values straight. Mercury, the blue planet, what we think about, what we talk about. Okay, your thinking is undergoing a major change, and it's getting to the bottom of what's really going on, getting to the cause rather than the effects of what's happening. Mars, planet of war, passion. It's what we fight with and fight for. It's what comes first to us. And so you have been a psychic detective for some time now, while Mars has been in that 8th house. Maybe really getting to the bottom of every issue, working through your own, perhaps unknown anger issues and working them through, really beautiful to me. And the Sun, the ego, the center of our solar system. It shows that your ego has undergone a transformation and that you really have been able to help other people get their values straight. Now, when I found that when planets are in the 8th house, we ask the questions. When they're in the 9th house, we get the answers. And so look, on the 13th, Venus, the planet of love, moves into your 9th house of your higher mind, your belief systems. And Your love, which has undergone a transformation while it was in the 8th house, is able to express itself and becomes part of your belief system, your philosophy of life. Now, this 9th house is higher education and long distance travel, so keep your passport current. Okay, when Mercury, the next day on the 14th, those are the 2 days when we experience the full moon, depending on which time zone you're in. It's either the 13th or the 14th. Mercury has gone through the 8th house of transformation, and it's moving into the 9th house where it's seeing options it didn't even know it had before. This is fabulous for expressing your truth with other people. Mars is going to stay in that 8th house for the month of September because there's still things that are very important to you that you haven't yet worked through. That's okay. You will by October, right? And so you're still helping other people get their values on straight. This is terrific. And any incomplete situations that have produced or provoked anger in you, you will work them through. This is the month to do it. And as the sun moves into your 9th house on the 23rd, you see a vista you haven't seen before. You see options you didn't know you had before. Travel, yes. Writing, publishing, seeing a much larger picture, yes. Now, the full moon on the 13th and 14th, somewhere between there, depending on what time zone you're in, it brings things to a head. And look here, it's in the 2nd house of money, your income. And so you can bring that to a head. You can create the wherewithal that you want. That will be with us till the new moon, which is on the 28th. And it sits on your sun. Now on the new moon, energy starts moving forward. And so that's when you really start seeing the larger picture and where you fit into it. Now there is a configuration, a planetary configuration that the entire world is going to go through in September. It is called a T-cross, or it could be a grand square, and I'm going to explain this to you. See that the T-cross is like a table with 1, 2, 3 legs. The 4th leg is missing. So think of a table with only 3 legs. If you lean anywhere near that 4th leg, the absence of the 4th leg, where the 4th leg should be, the table really falls over in that direction, and you put your energy there. So on the full moon, which brings money to a head, and the full moon sits on Neptune, which can be either the washing away of what isn't working or the fulfillment of a dream. It can be a dream come true. It certainly brings a more spiritual tone to your finances, and so it brings your finances to a head. I love the way that looks. It is in opposition to helping other people with their money. Focus on you. And Jupiter, the great benefic, is sitting in your 11th house of friends. And so you have a square challenge from helping other people with their money and putting your attention on your own money to being a friend, being the universal friend. And this is why the empty arm of that T-cross is your 5th house of fun and games. It is time to party. If you have children, you'll probably put your attention on them. I love the way this looks. Now, if you have planets in Gemini, you might be saying, I don't even know where my planets are. Well, I'll tell you how you can tell if you have planets in Gemini, because they will fill in this empty arm, this empty leg. And your social life will be great. Your ability to help other people and transform yourself will flow beautifully. Your friendship circle will expand, and your money will pick up. In other words, with that 4th leg on the table, the energy is balanced. And that's how you can tell if you have a grand square or a T-cross. I love this. So Have a super terrific September. Until we meet again, may the stars shine brightly on you and yours.